awesome people of Facebook. Louisa Connolly here in the UK. How you all doing? Let me know how your weekend has been. And let me know if you're watching this live or if you're catching it on replay. Drop me a 1 for live and a 2 if you're catching it on replay. Hope you have had glorious weather like we have here. It has been absolutely divine here today. Really, really beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous weather. And it's a bank holiday here too in the UK, so all is well. Hope all of you who are in the US have had an awesome Memorial Day too. Yeah, lovely to have you all here. So what am I here this evening to talk to you about? Another important piece of the puzzle if you are looking to grow a serious, solid business. Social media content. Are you creating powerful, authentic social media content? It is vital because your social media content is relationship capital. It's so key that you get this right if you want to grow a serious, solid business that is going to last. It's going to really enable you to reach your goals. It's vital. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. But for those of you who haven't been here on my page before, I'm Louisa Connolly. I'm partnered with and married to Paul Connolly. So you'll see both of us here popping on, doing lives, creating content. We work together as a team. We help home-based business owners to leverage social media in order to grow those authentic businesses that I just mentioned. So let's jump in. Let's discuss social media content. There's a problem out there. Let's be clear about that. It is so evident there's a problem. Home-based business owners, so many home-based business owners are pumping out product posts. Now, let me rewind a little bit. If you didn't catch the live that I did on Friday, I believe it was, about personal value level, go back and check that out because that really connects and links and leads into what I'm going to be talking about here this evening. If you didn't catch Paul's live a few days prior to that on your ideal customer, really understanding who they are, or your ideal prospect, ideal business partner, and understanding their needs and who they are, then go back and watch that as well. So those 2 lives are really worth checking out before you really delve into this one, because these 3 things are really interconnected. Knowing and understanding your ideal customer and ideal prospect, ideal business partner, personal value level, really knowing what your personal value level is and how to convey that. And we're moving on tonight into how you put that across in your powerful, authentic content. So, as I said, there's a problem out there. It is evident. You just look at your news feed, your inbox. There are product posts just being splurged, vomited out into social media every second. And this is simply home-based business owners creating content to try and sell a product. That's not of value to anybody. You might be lucky enough to get a few sales from putting out that kind of content, but that is not going to build you a solid, sustainable business that's going to last. That just isn't. And it certainly isn't going to attract those really serious business builders to you. In fact, it's going to repel them. So if you want to build a solid business, you need to address that problem. So if this is resonating with you and you're thinking, I don't like what I'm hearing, then a little bit of tough love. That probably means that you need to be listening to this. You're probably one of those people that needs to address that problem. Okay, so you choose now. Hi, Carlos. Thanks for tuning in. My eyesight is getting worse and worse in my old age. So Just about managed to read your name there. Hope you've had an awesome weekend. If you're serious, then you need to make a choice now. You either level up and listen to what I've got to say, or you just put your fingers in your ears and la 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 la, I'm going to carry on with my product posts, splurging them all over my social media. You make the choice, okay? You're a grown-up, it's your business, you choose. Hi, thank you for joining. So this is the problem that needs to be addressed. Splurging product posts is not of value to anybody, and it's certainly not of value to you. You are not going to grow your business that way. So what do we do? How do we go about solving this problem? Okay, two simple, I haven't had a drink. 2 simple steps. The first one is very simple. Stop splurging product posts all over your social media. That is not meaningful content, okay? Super simple. The second one is something called the content triangle. So I want you to picture now, and actually what I'll do is I will put a little graphic in the comments after to try and really clearly demonstrate this to you. But just for the moment, just visualize a triangle. And we're going to be talking about something called the content triangle. And I'd like you to think of each of the 3 points being the 3 R's. Number 1, research. Number 2, results. And number 3, role model. So you've got research, results, role model. And what you can do in order to create meaningful content that is going to speak to your customers' needs and emotions, speak to your prospects' needs and emotions, is you're going to choose one of the 3 R's. You're going to frame your content within one of those areas. You're either going to frame within research, results, or role model. And whichever frame you choose, you're going to be asking 2 important questions within the triangle. So think of these questions in the middle of the triangle. The first question is, what is my customer or my prospect? What is their most pressing problem? What is their most pressing problem? The second question inside the triangle is, how can I help them to solve that problem? What is their problem? How can I help them to solve that problem? Excuse me. So let's delve into the 3 R's within that content triangle. So the first R, the research. This is a really, really good place to start. When you're just starting out and you don't have your own results yet to share, you certainly don't feel like a role model yet, then research is a really, really good frame to start building your content within. And actually research is something that you would always continue to do, no matter how confident or experienced you are. So researching, you've already thought about what your customers' needs, what their most pressing problem is, or your prospect's most pressing problem. You're going to research that in depth. And there's an endless supply of places online where you can go to do your research. So let's sorry, I lost connection there. I think I'm back. Let's take an example of, let's think about prospect rather than a customer. So you might be thinking about people who are looking to escape the 9 to 5, or people who are looking for an additional income, or multiple streams of income. So you're going to use resources like YouTube, like podcasts, like looking at Google reviews, and you're going to be specifically looking for the problems that your prospect might be having. So you can type into YouTube, looking to escape the 9 to 5, or how do I earn multiple streams of income? You can go up, there'll be thousands of videos that will pop up. You can watch some of those videos, but the best place to look is actually in the comments or the reviews of things, because that will uncover your prospect's biggest problem. that will uncover that for you and give you even more of an understanding of what they really need and what they're looking for. Let's take another example of acne. I always like to use this one. It's just so easy to use for demonstration purposes. So researching acne. Again, you can go on YouTube. There'll be thousands of acne sufferers putting out videos talking about their struggles, and again you read all of the comments from the followers below, and that will show you how those people are feeling, what their biggest problems are, and then you can start to think about how your product or service can help them to solve that problem. And like I say, podcasts or going onto Google, looking at acne products and then looking at the reviews, and again, that will tell you how these people are feeling, what their problem is, and you can think about how your product or service can solve that problem. So endless supply online of places to go and research. It's just, you know, you could spend all day researching. Don't, because then you'll never make any money. But you need to start with the research. So important. So that might be a way to frame your content. You might be providing value through your research, through your discoveries in your research. That will really make your customer or prospect realise that you are there to help them and that you understand them on an emotional level. You're not just trying to sell a product to them, you understand their problem. That is so, so important. So thinking about our content triangle, research, that's the first little R. Moving on to the second R, results. So this is an obvious one. Once you have your own results to share, or team members' results, or uplines or sidelines, anybody else's results you can share. And a really good way of doing that is through interviews. That's a really powerful way to, again, have that human interaction, that connection. You're making it real, you're making it authentic. You can interview somebody who has benefited from your product or service, and you're sharing those results. So that's the second R. And then the third R at the top of our content triangle was role model. So this will be when you've really, you feel experienced, you have plenty of results to share, you've done plenty of research, you are able to put yourself out there as a role model. So you'll be sharing with your customers or prospects your journey. You'll be showing them how you've got from where you were, which is where they are now, to where you are now. You'll be sharing that journey with them. And like I say, that doesn't mean that the research stops or that the results stop. That continues throughout as well, and that's part of being that role model. Sharing that research, sharing those results, and then showing how you have risen and how you have got to where you want to be. So that's the content triangle, and that is quite tricky to... Sorry, I keep losing connection, guys. Sorry about that. The content triangle is quite difficult for me to just explain like this. So I have got paper and whiteboard here, but I know that it'll reverse, won't it, if I show it, and then my writing will be all back to front to you. So I will put an image of the content triangle that I'm talking about in the comments once I finish this live, and hopefully that will be make it a little bit clearer for you. But of course, if you've got any questions, then let me know. So my final piece of advice is to structure any content, whether it's a written post with photos, whether it's a Facebook Live, stories, whatever it is, make sure you have a clear structure. So just like when you were back at school and you had to write essays, the clearer the better. So really think in simple terms of having an introduction where you will be explaining what the problem is that you're going to be addressing and the topic, and then like the main body, which will be addressing how you can help to solve that problem, and then a summary or a conclusion. So again, just reiterating your points, and maybe a call to action. So saying, you know, if this has resonated with you, then please message me. It can be as simple as that. A call to action, so people know what to do, how to reach out to you if what you have said has really got to them, you know, and that's what you're trying to do with your content. You're always trying to reach people's emotions and needs. So a clear structure, an introduction, a main body, and a conclusion, just like an essay. See, once a teacher, always a teacher. I just can't escape it, I'm afraid. So in summary, how can you create powerful, authentic social media content? Number one, stop with the product posts. Save that for your private Facebook groups or communities. But even then, make sure you're not just splurging product post after product post there. Make sure you've still got some of that research and that, you know, that relationship capital going on in your groups as well. Anyway, I digress. So stop splurging product posts. Number two, really think about what your customer or ideal business partner, what their most pressing problem is and how you can help to solve that. Number three was to have that clear, simple, number three was to use the content triangle and think about how you can frame your content. Research, results, role model. Number four was to have that clear structure, that intro, that main body, and that summary. What have I missed out? I think that's it. So boom, so simple when you know how. Having that clarity of structure will help you just to feel far more focused, but also it will attract people to you because they'll think, that person knows what they're talking about, they can help me. And they will feel emotionally drawn to you, attracted to you. You will be waking up to leads every single day if you start taking this on board. And drop me a heart or a like or something now if that sounds attractive to you. If you want to be waking up to leads every single day in your inbox, it's a good feeling. It's a happy feeling, I'm telling you. When you've been through so much struggle and been chasing to then have this flip around where the leads are coming to you, that's how it should be. So simple. So I hope this has been of value. Like I say, I will put the content triangle in the comments below. And if you want to know about any more of this in more depth, if you'd like any more help with how to go about structuring your content, or how to go about researching, then direct message us. We're always here to serve you, or drop a comment below. And that's it for this evening. So I hope it's been of value. Rise up, be the best version of yourself, and I'll see you on the other side. Take care.